Okay, so in what we're calling week two, and again, you can do these in whatever order you see necessary. Um, but we're going to show you the order that it presents it in Kelly Gallagher's book, which is where a lot of the lessons that you'll see come from. So in weeks 2 and 3, you're going to be working on reading is rewarding. So showing the students how if I read something, I'm going to find something really interesting, or I can find something really beautiful, or I might find something that makes me angry, or I might find something interesting in some way. So to do that, you've got introduce the project first, which is right here. Now we left the projects very open-ended. When you actually create your project assignment, you may want to narrow it down a little bit depending on how you see this project fleshing out. But a couple of things we were thinking with this project would be at the end, they need to come up with 3 ways that reading is rewarding. 3 things they might discover in a text. Then choose a text that is rewarding to them and explain why that text was rewarding, including evidence. So it could be a passage from their free reading book. Maybe it's an article that they find online. Maybe it's something from a magazine, but something that they found rewarding to read. And then finally, we want them to interview some people and find out what makes reading rewarding to them and how reading has impacted their life. And the twist to this is they need to ask some adults and some kids so that they get a good scope of how reading impacts people's lives. Now, how they present this material is up to you. If you want them to do a basic poster, if you want them to create a website, if you want them to create a video, it's however you want to lay it out. But that's kind of the direction that this one is going towards, choosing something that's rewarding and then sharing it out. Now, if you click on this week 2 and 3 overview, this will give you an overview of the week. And in this week, the 3 lessons that we recommend are all from the Kelly Gallagher book, okay, Reading Reasons. One of them is Introducing the Reading Minute, which is something that you may want to carry over throughout the rest of the semester. That's where you show them some examples of texts that take about a minute to share that you think are rewarding, and then the students take turns finding texts that they find rewarding and sharing it with the class. There's also Reading Wisdom, which is where you pull in quotes and have them look at what makes those interesting or memorable. And the Kelly Gallagher book walks you through that lesson. And then finally, Favorite First Lines. All of these are in the Kelly Gallagher book. Look them over, see how you want to incorporate those into your class. Or if you have your own great lesson that you come up with to teach that reading is interesting and you get rewarded when you read something that either enriches your life or gets you to think a little bit. So that's the whole focus of weeks 2 and 3. By the end of during week 2, you really focus in on these mini lessons and they still have their independent reading time. And then in week 3, that's when they are going to be actually working on their project and presenting what makes reading rewarding to them. All right.